plus getting the points for the reduction in the flood insurance.
Right. You want to explain that, John?
There's I don't know all the terminology on, but there's certain things that a municipality does when you have a floodplain like we have I don't know all the different, I attended a seminar on it, and there was a lot of different things that you could do to make the people aware of what's going on, and helping them. There's flyers, there's educational programs, but to make it real short, what it does is that you could reduce a discount to all the homeowners that have to have flood insurance. You can bring it down all the way to 45% discount, but nobody really makes 45, but it is very easy with a few modifications to get at least 30% reduction. So that would be a tremendous, people are paying $1,200 on their flood insurance, so 30% reduction would be significant. That's about a little over $300, so that would help. So that's what we have to work on, and that would be part of what Eric was talking about. That's all part of that package. Plus, the Corps of Engineers, they never had all of our reservoirs or our sewer system that we improved in their system. It didn't even exist on their drawing boards. So that's something that the village has been trying to rectify, but it just seems that they don't have very good luck with that. So we really need to look at it again and put some horsepower behind it.
One of the items that's brought up as I talk to people in the community as well, because we all share the same concerns, the lack of a cohesive unit between the different departments. And I know you had stated there are some representatives here from some different boards. Have you guys been in contact with the park district, the school districts? Have you already been in contact with the different department or department heads to basically be able to convincingly tell the people of this town that if you are elected into the office, that there will be some advancements that are able to be made? Because saying it and getting it done, I mean, we all wish we lived in Neverland, but there are certain things that may be in place that would restrict things from moving forward. So has that even been addressed, or has it been looked into to this point?
I've sat down with Gene Litka, Frank Grieshammer. I had an hour-and-a-half discussion with Joe Modridge and some of the things that he and I would like to see Franklin Park come to fruition. All of us here were born and raised here.
Explain who Joe is.
I'm sorry, Joe Modridge is the director of the Park District. Joe was born and raised right down the street here at Elder Lane and Addison. I went to grammar school with his sister Ann. In fact, all of us were born and raised here. Rose is the only one who wasn't born here. She got here when she was 9 years old. I had a very lengthy discussion with Joe Modridge. In fact, I saw Joe Modridge Saturday night. John Mick has an annual St. Patrick's Day party to benefit the Rotary Club and American Cancer Society. And Joe and I talked for another half an hour about some of the things that we're interested in. Joe is going to be paving the parking lot at the ice arena with a new pavement surface that allows water to percolate through it. What does that mean? It means that you're not going to have water running off into the sewers. And why is that important? Well, because if you don't have water runoff from the pavement into the streets, it doesn't go into the sewers. And if it doesn't go into the sewers aren't getting filled up. And so one of the things that we'd like to do is start moving away from the type of pavement surfaces that we have that doesn't allow water to percolate right through to those that are. It's a difference between having a pervious surface and a semi-pervious surface and an impervious surface. Pervious means it allows something to trickle through. We can save a dramatic amount of money. The Reclamation District treats about 100 million gallons of water per day. If we don't have any rainwater going there, they don't have to expend a lot of energy and costs in treating stormwater. If the stormwater doesn't overwhelm them in a flood, then we don't have to discharge polluted water into the lake. saving water. A lot of people don't realize it, but we're going to be very short on water here, and even being next to the Great Lakes in 20 or 30 years. Joe has already instituted a rain barrel type thing where you can use a rain barrel, hook it up to your gutter, and then use that water to water your lawn or flowers in the summertime. The other thing that some people are talking about are cisterns. There are a large number of municipalities, especially in the west, where water shortages are already chronic, where you have a large container underneath your house or your commercial or industrial building that collects water and then reuses it. When the rain comes and the gutters get full, instead of going into the sewers, it would go right into your cistern in the basement, and you would be able to reach